Hi, today is Friday, September 15th, 2023. As with yesterday and the day before yesterday, let's learn more about American ginseng industry and the American ginseng itself and how we can profit from the trade or wild foraging. This article is from Enable Herbs Program .org. And I'm trying to read this article to practice English by reading it aloud. Sustainable Herbs Program, American Botanical Council, American Ginseng, Panax quinquefolius. American Ginseng, Panax quinquefolius, is one of the best known American medicinal plants since it was first described over 300 years ago in 1716 by a European immigrant and Jesuit missionary, Francois Lafitau, from 1670 to 1746. So he died at the age of 76 in Canada. Interesting. Not first discovered, but first described, because the native Indians lived there long before and they probably discovered the plant like 20,000 years ago. Since the 18th century, most wild harvested and cultivated supplies of American ginseng have been exported to Asia. Yeah, I'm a real fan of ginseng. Ginseng is really potent. It helps with your brain function. It ameliorates the symptoms of menopause, diarrhea, bad digestion, even bad blood circulation. So it helps with your erectile dysfunction. If you have that problem, please eat ginseng or come to me and I will sell you the gooey ginseng extract in Korea. Ginseng history. Ginseng was one of the 5 most important medicines among the Seneca, primarily used by the elderly. The Penobscot steeped the root in water, drinking the infusion to increase fertility of women. The Menominee used the root as a tonic and to strengthen mental powers. The Ojibwe followed the ethical practice of harvesting the roots only when the red berries were mature and before they were ready to drop. The whole fruiting tops are planted in the hole from which the roots were dug, thus helping to ensure long-term sustainable harvest. Largely dismissed historically in the West as a medicinal herb, American ginseng entered the Chinese Materia Medica in 1751, Materia Medica, where it has remained as an official herb since. American ginseng is considered a cooling tonic. So it's surprising that American ginseng entered the Chinese Materia Medica in 1751. American ginseng is considered a cooling tonic. It is considered good to reduce the heat of the respiratory or digestive systems, and so consumers subtropical and tropical regions of Asia to use it both to reduce heat in the system while acting as a general tonic. General tonic. Ginseng sustainability. American ginseng occurs on rich. We learned the exact pronunciation yesterday, so let me go over the rich one more time. American ginseng occurs on rich, rocky, shaded, cool slopes like a dense shade with a rich soil in the woodland under the big trees. Deciduous forest. In the eastern deciduous forest, where the trees shed their leaves, forest from Quebec to Manitoba, south to northern Florida. Wow, really? So basically all over the world, not all over the USA, because California, Nevada, and they are very dry, barren. not moist. Once, Alabama and Oklahoma. Wow, that's like 1/3 of the USA. Once considered frequent in eastern North America, it is now rare, threatened, and endangered, depending It is now rare, threatened, or endangered depending upon the state or location. This is due to commercial wild harvesting, habitat loss, and or rarity at the age of its natural range. The American ginseng market is notably profitable for harvesters. Because of a strong market in Asia where roots are highly valued for wild rather than cultivated characteristics. Cultivation, wild. That's opposite words to each other. Opposite word to each other. Wild and cultivated. In turn, wild populations of ginseng have been harvested to meet increasing consumer demand for almost 3 centuries. As a result of mounting conservation concerns, the international trade of American ginseng is regulated under an international treaty called the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species, CITES, which controls and monitors its trade in order to avoid utilization incompatibility with its survival. Harvest and commerce are jointly regulated by state agencies, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and the United States Department of Agriculture, and your states, your cities, your counties, Division of Wildlife. Aside from regulation, several other efforts are underway to conserve American ginseng. When a ginseng root is harvested, the plant is killed. That's terrible. This makes sustainable stewardship and forest farming practices critical for the plant's preservation. Recent studies have found medicinal benefits in ginseng leaf as well as the root, and several companies have started to purchase ginseng leaf as a more sustainable source. In addition, a small network of forest farmers are cultivating ginseng under United Plant Savers Forest Grown Verification Program. A small network of forest farmers. That's good expression. I would say small coalition or small group or small cohort. But another expression is a small network of forest farmers are cultivating ginseng under United Plant Savers Forest Grown Verification Program. As a slow-growing perennial, it takes a decade because its growth cycle is so long. It will take time to build up a sustainable supply of ginseng. That's this type of man. You need to omit Y or replace it with E, right? E. Sustainable supply of ginseng and other forest botanicals. But efforts are underway with forest farming programs like the Appalachian Harvest Herb Hub. Ginseng uses underway small network of foreigners. Ginseng uses Foster and Jim Duke write in their Peterson Guide to Medicinal Plants and Herbs that the root considered demulcent Probably I've never encountered this word before. Tonic, adaptogenic, and this one too, but I can guess adaptogenic. Research suggests it may increase mental efficiency. I attest to that personally, right? Physical performance, yes. You can have strong stamina. You can have multiple sex in one, I don't know, in a day. So it's quite potent, man. I can attest to that. What else? Increase mental efficiency and physical performance and aid in adapting to high or low temperatures and stress when taken over an extended period. Adapting to high or low temperatures and stress when taken over an extended period. Ginseng's effect is called adaptogenic, tending to return the body to normal while increasing resistance to adverse influences on the body. Adverse influences on the body. Adverse influences on the body. Tending to return the body to normal while increasing resistance to adverse influences on the body. Adaptogenic. So that's the definition. Ginseng's effect is called adaptogenic, tending to return the body to normal while increasing resistance to adverse influences on the body. That's adaptogenic, tending to return the body to normal while increasing resistance to adverse influences on the body. Ginseng processing. This short CHP video follows forest-grown ginseng through primary processing at Appalachian Sustainable Harvests Herb Hub. I will play the video later. Cultivating and harvesting ginseng. Produced by ABFCC. These videos focus on ginseng. The first outlines different techniques for cultivating ginseng, and the second describes the steps to sustainably harvest American ginseng. I will play those videos later. Dig deeper. More has been written about ginseng than almost any other medicinal plant native to the United States. So, but I doubt the American population is hooked to ginseng as we are in Korea or in China. Chinese imports their ginseng from Korea because Korean ginseng is renowned. I think Korean ginseng is more potent. It has more nutritious, and we make the ginseng products real good. There are several products of ginseng though. So, yep. Some places to begin to dig more deeply into this rich history, including the following. The list is by no means an exhaustive list. The American Ginseng UPS Ups at Risk page for an overview of the conservation status of ginseng. Stephen Foster's article, Toward an Understanding of Ginseng Adulteration, The Tangled Web of Names, History, Trade, and Perception, published in Herbalgram 111, 2016, is the best place to begin diving more deeply into the history and trade of these iconic medical plants. UPS has organized a number of symposiums and conferences focusing on the ginseng trade and conservation status. For more information, see the Proceedings from the Future of Ginseng and Forest Botanicals, held July 12th to 14th, 2017. Growing and Marketing Ginseng, Golden Seal, and Other Woodland Medicinals by Jean David and W. Scott persons. References. So we have many references. Comments. This article was from Sustainable Herbs Program, American Botanical Council. So they have a few menus. From this article, we learned that American ginseng entered the Chinese Materia Medica in 1751. The Americans started exporting their ginseng in the 18th century because the Chinese attest to that. And we learned that ginseng is effective, and it's effective in treating our symptoms in our body, and also it's adaptogenic. Adaptogenic means it returns our body to the normal status, and it fights it gives resistance to any adverse effects on our body, adverse implications. So tonic, we learn such expressions as tonic, adaptogenic, demulcent, which I have to look up in the dictionary, and a small network of farmers on the way deciduous, dense, Oklahoma, Alabama, North Florida. You can find the ginseng there wild at the age of its normal range. So we feel that it is endangered, rarity, potency, and so on. But before I go, let me go over this one more time, ginseng history and so on. But also let's play. So that's the ripened red berry, and that's a little bit pointed leaves, and they have at least 3 leaves. So judging from this one, I feel that it is more than 3 years old. So one leaf compound has 5 leaves, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at least there gotta be 3 compound leaves. Then it's more than 3 years old. We see various photos. In the forest, it's very difficult to identify the wild ginseng without the red berries. Ginseng, Materia Medica, Materia cites. Aside from regulation, very small network leaf is also medicinal. Yeah, you need to come to Korea. I'll show you everything, man. I know ginseng factories and their owners and the workers and the sellers. No sound? American ginseng connects quinquefolius. That's cultivated, not wild, cultivated. And that's American Australopithecus. Sorry, that's American guy. That's another American guy. They use the plastic bag, and it's 1734 pounds. That's roughly about 6 kilograms. Looks good. Their skulls on the rhizome. They are washing their roots thoroughly. In Korea, we just shoot the water jet onto the roots. Now they are drying the ginseng. It smells good, right? It's quite medicinal too. And that's American guy. Hey man, if you need a helping hand or manual hand, please contact me. I'll be interested in going over to America and help you out and impart my expertise in growing and processing ginseng to make a gooey ginseng extract. Please contact me. Thank you. Take care. Oops. Let's now. Yeah, I would say what the fuck happened, but nothing happened. I'll play this one more time. If it's a short on time.
Ginseng is a common name for about 6 species of plants that have been highly prized for their roots in general. There's really 2 varieties of ginseng that are commercially grown, and those are